Hi everybody, welcome to All Games New and Old. I am David Rodriguez, and today I'm going to be unboxing Oathsworn Into the Deepwood 2nd Edition, the all-in collector's gameplay pledge. I believe that's what it was called. I backed this on GameFound, and here's the thing: when I back, especially big games like this, what I'll usually do, unless I just have a lot of money for some reason, which isn't usually the case, is I will back at kind of the minimum level. I mean, sometimes even the dollar level, but if I'm really sure I want it, I usually do whatever the minimum gameplay level is. And then when the pledge manager comes around, then I'll usually upgrade if I want to, or add specific things, whatever the case. And I gotta be honest, I really thought that I hadn't gone all in on this. I don't know why. I could have just gone and looked at my my pledge anytime, but I didn't. You know, it's just not usually once I pledge, I kind of, fire and forget, and I don't worry about it until it shows up. It's certainly what I did with this one. And yeah, I kind of went all in on it. Usually when I start these videos, you might know I try to have as much stuff of the game on the table as I possibly can, but these boxes are so big, and there's several of them, that it just was not going to be possible. You wouldn't be able to see most of them anyway. I can only get my camera so high away from the table, so it just wasn't going to happen. So we're going to go through it. Now, I do want to say there are a few boxes that, imply that they're a secret in some way. And so I'll be doing those last. There's 2 mystery chests as well as a smaller secret box. So those I'll do last in case you want to avoid any spoilers, but I am going to unbox them here. So you can stick around if you want to see them. This is probably going to be kind of a longer video because there is so much to unbox. So before I get into the big game, I'm going to take a look at some of the things that were not inside a box, just so we can get a little peek at those. So I'm going to move that to the side. First I have this, which is going to be a playmat. Now, I don't sit around thinking about all the extras in a game. Once I order them, I just don't. Oh, this is not a playmat, it's maps. Hold on. Different thing than I thought. That's fine. So I don't even remember what some of this stuff is, which, some people that drive nuts, but to me, it's almost like it makes it like Christmas time, Oh, I just tore it. Oh no. That's okay. That's okay. It's minor. It's minor, guys. Don't worry. Okay. Oh boy. So we got all kinds of stuff. I'm so bummed I tore the edge of that trying to get that off. I should have been paying attention. That's okay though. All right, so I think I have this facing the wrong way. Good grief, man. All right, there's so much here. I don't know if I can actually get these all unrolled to look at them very well. Got a big city map. Okay, there's a few city maps. I don't think I'm gonna open all these because it's just gonna be a disaster trying. They're really wanting to curl up on me. So yeah, not a playmat, just some cool maps that I managed to tear immediately. Boy, I tell you, that's me for you. Okay, we've got this bag of dice. I don't know if I can zoom in very much. Oh yeah, okay, zoom in a little bit. See this bag of dice a little bit better. It's a bag with other bags that'll have dice in them. So I don't know if I'll take these out all the way just because I think you can probably see them through the bags. These are kind of a, kind of a pearlescent thing to them. It's got 1s and 2s and blank spaces, no 3s on there. We have the black dice, which have, looks like 3s, 5s, and 4s, as well as blank spaces. We have these cool red ones that have 3s and 4s and 2s. So we're just getting like different breakdowns. I imagine these are dice that you get as you sort of improve skills, or maybe if you just have high skill. This has 1, 3, and probably 2 as well. Yep, and some blank sides. Okay, great. So those are those dice. Are probably, I'm sure there's dice in the box, but these are cooler ones. Let's get into this bag here, because I legitimately have no idea what I'm looking at right now. Okay, oh, wow. Oh, this is just a bunch of little bags. Look at that. That's really pretty. Let's see. Warden. Warbear. Priest. Penitent. Oops. Huntress. I wonder if these are the classes of character you can play. I don't recall. Exile. Cur. Who wouldn't want to be a cur? That's pretty cool. Blade. Ranger. Grove made. And there's a lot of these bags. Holy smokes. Free Company. Harbinger. And Witch. And then you've got this big, nice, really pretty bag as well. I'm going to reach in here. Yeah, it feels nice. It's not one of those chintzy bags where you can feel threads popping out everywhere. That always aggravates me, I gotta say. I only have a couple games where that was the case, but it's like they still work, but you can tell they just aren't well made. So, okay. I've got a bunch of metal coins here. Let's maybe take a few of these out. Let's look at the bigger ones because it'll be easier to see. And I think they're basically the same other than the number on them and the size. Let's get some of these out. Very nice. I do love metal coins. It just, I don't know. It's one of those things that just helps immerse you a little bit more in the game, I think. Okay. I have this really cool looking dice tray. Get this open here. Okay. So these just snap together, hopefully pretty easily. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. All right. Very nice. Very nice. It's got, I don't think that's necessarily real leather, but it has that kind of leathery feel and look, which very classy. Very nice. Like that a lot. Fantastic. I don't know where I'm going to put these as I open things up. I've got a lot of stuff kind of around that I've been trying to put away. All right. And then we have this big, cool looking art book. I'm going to zoom out just a bit. There we go. So let's take a peek. I imagine a lot of this art is going to be repeated throughout the game, but, you know, we might as well look at the big pictures, right? And we'll see them again later then. That's fine. So as I mentioned, this is the second edition. I'm not sure what all exactly changed. If I remember right, they took some suggestions from the community and altered a couple things, not in any massive way necessarily, but... Oh, okay, so this has many spoilers. I'll tell you what, I don't know if I will. I'm going to do a quick flip through just to kind of see like some of the pictures, but I'm not going to look too closely at things. Okay, looks great though. We'll see a lot of the art from this game as we go through, I think, but I don't want to ruin anything for me or for you other than the stuff I told you about, like the boxes, because that's more component. I think that's, I don't want to like ruin the storyline of the game for people. Let's get to this big honking box. I got to zoom out a little further again. There we go. Oathsworn Into the Deepwood. A game by Jamie Jolly. All right. It is. Excuse me. For 1 to 4 players. Story mode is 45 minutes. Encounter is 90 minutes. Ages 14 and up. Because from what I know about this, and if you know that I'm wrong or something, please tell me. But there's like basically like 2 segments of this game. You know, you go to the story part where I think you make some choices and whatnot. But then you have the encounter where you're doing the battles. And I believe the battles are kind of like boss monster kind of battles. And so if you deal with the boss, you might have some minions and stuff to deal with. So as you can see, there is no flavor text on the back here to read. I usually do that, but you know, if it's not there, it makes it hard to do. I could try to make something up, but since I don't really know the storyline of the game anymore, I'm sure I read it back when I first backed it, but I don't know now. Now this game, the first edition, was on Kickstarter, and weirdly, I remember kind of looking at it, and I think at the time, because this has a very a dark fantasy kind of look to it, and I think at the time, if I recall, I wanted something that just looked kind of brighter. Like I don't know if I had like enough dark games or something, but for some reason I just was like, man, I want to have like a, you know, really, you know, brightly colored, like vibrant kind of world rather than this kind of dark, gloomy one. But you know, as it always does, the darkness called me back, and so I got this. So let me get the lid off of this thing. It's coming, you guys. It's coming. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. Warning. The Deepwood holds many mysteries, and so does this box. Do not open any boxes, envelopes, or books, nor look at the faces of any cards or boards until told to. Okay, so we're not going to spoil that kind of thing. The components you may look at immediately are both rulebooks, punch boards, miniatures and trays, player aids, ability cards, archetype cards, companion cards, might decks, all dice, player boards, free company sheets, and character sheets. To begin, turn this page over. Oh boy, this is going to be in-depth just to unbox it, I think. Okay, so this is telling you how to set up the box, which is very cool, but I'm not going to organize this here on camera. So hopefully I can get through this without having to do that. So here we have some envelopes here, like it told us not to open. So I'm not going to open these. This is a campaign game, so I imagine this is just going to, you know, help progress the story. So we have several of these here. I think I missed F. Yeah, that's okay. That's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. Okay. So we have just a horde of models here. So, oh boy, what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to kind of move this to the side and maybe take out a tray at a time if I can. Yeah, I think that'll work. That way we can look at the models. Oftentimes, if there's something kind of behind the model, it makes it hard for it to focus or stay focused on the actual model, which is not what I want, obviously. So let me try to move this box to the side and we'll see what we can manage here. I'm gonna go ahead and move this out of the way as well. Now, I honestly might have still passed this one up because I do have a lot of these campaign games with lots of models, and it's like, you know, I barely have time to play any of them anyway, which makes it kind of a tough sell. But I have a number of friends who have played the first edition of this when it came out. And I swear, I think every single one of them said it was one of the best, if not the very best adventure game, if not board game that they've played. So, I mean, that's extremely high praise. And I'm looking for that perfect adventure game. So maybe this is going to be it. I don't know, but either way, I kind of decided maybe this would be kind of worth it. So let me move the tray to the side, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom in as much as this will let me, and then we're just going to take out these models one at a time. I think these might be the heroes. I'm not 100% certain. I don't know if you can, these are big. Okay, so they're much bigger than like a D&D mini. I would say almost twice as tall. As you can tell, it goes almost the entire height of my, or at least like 2/3 the height of my finger or so, a little bit more than that, which is really cool because it'll be a little easier on the eyes to paint. Sometimes though, some of the bigger models are actually kind of harder because, you know, the detail is larger, but there can still be a lot of detail. So if you mess up at all, it could be very, very apparent. So it's going to be kind of an interesting thing. But if I try this game and I like it, these are definitely the kind of models I'd love to paint up. I truly love fantasy so much. So I'm not going to know what each of these models is, or, you know, what character it represents, but I'm just going to kind of enjoy looking at these. I really do like the detail on these models. Like, they're really nice, really cool to look at. That one, that's so cool. Really neat design. It's kind of like it's kind of like woodland, you know, spirit person. I think it's one of the heroes. These might all be the heroes. I'm not sure. Okay, so we got this guy. His shield comes unattached, but that's not. It's, you know, you just plug it in there. Shouldn't be too big a deal here. I wonder if I can do it right now and just get an idea for what he looks like. So yeah, I'm not sure if I have it exactly on how it's supposed to go, but that's more or less it. He looks pretty nasty with that morning star there. So this one too has her bow arm separated. So let's see if I can do this. Yeah, they're fitting in really easily, which is nice. The thing I'll have to wonder is if I am going to want to glue these together, because I don't know that they'll fit. Oh no, they do. They fit back in the box. That's great. I was kind of worried they made them so they would you know, fit when they're not assembled, but not so much when they were, which would have been kind of annoying actually, but some places would do things like that. It's just kind of how it is. Okay, so, you know, minimum amount of assembly here, at least with these guys. I don't know if there's more when you get to the bosses, but it looks like it's very simple. You know, they got pegs that go into a specific hole, so you know exactly how things are supposed to fit, which is great. For a long time, I was into Warhammer, both fantasy and 40K, and I still would like to. I just don't have time right now. But some of those joins, they're, you know, just flat, like curvy areas, and you have to figure out exactly how it's supposed to fit, and it's not always readily apparent. And they can be really a challenge to put together sometimes and get it right. Like sometimes it's just like I spent a long time trying to dry fit them to see how it goes, and then I got to remember how it went when I glue. So some of these guys have really dynamic poses. Some of them are a little more just kind of like standing there. Like this guy's not doing a lot here, but he is very cool. Sort of like a, I don't know, is he kind of dragonish maybe? Okay, it's hard to tell. But really cool looking character. Okay, here's the last one from this set. So he's got a cool like lion shoulder pad there. That's really awesome. Okay, great. So that is tray number 1. So let's move on to the next one. All right. This definitely looks like it's got some monsters. I don't know if they all are monsters, but it definitely has some. So I'm not going to pull out duplicates because that would be kind of pointless. But there are some in here, but a lot of them are individual models as well. All right. Here's our big tray. It's got all these figures in here. Let me push this aside here. I'll pull out the one that there's like a bunch of first. This has got to be some kind of monster you deal with a lot. So I don't know what this is. Some kind of weird like plant, like spore creature thing. I'm not sure. Let's see. Got this behemoth looking creature. I don't know if it's rock or like wood that he's made out of. I'm not sure. I'll have to see pictures of him. Okay, I've got this sort of a city guard looking guy. I don't know that he is a city guardsman, but some of the people in this one kind of look like just like basic soldiers from, you know, a military thing, which might be what they are. I have no idea. But I mean, very nicely done still. There's not quite as, you know, elaborate and fancy looking as the hero models, or what I believe are the hero models. Okay, got a couple of these eagles, but the other one's in a different pose, so I'll show you that one too. Very nicely done. Okay, and here is the other one. This one really looks like it's swooping down to get you or get something. Very awesome. Actually, I don't know why. Like for some reason, like painting the birds sounds really awesome to me right now. I don't know why. I tend to like, you know, bigger, crazier monster things more, but like, I don't know. For some reason, the birds right now are calling to me. Okay, whoops. This is, I'm gonna zoom back out. That's the problem with these big games with miniatures. I have to zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. It'd be great if I could just keep it at one thing, but that's just not how it is. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff here. Let me put this back to the side. I'm kind of glad that it's like, don't look at all these cards, because there's, I'm just glancing over here. There's a lot of freaking cards, and, you know, that could take a long time if I had to look through all of them. So, all right, here we go. So I think what I'm going to try to do with this video is I'll try to put timestamps in here so you kind of know when I'm at different spots, or if you need to, you know, go away and come back to it, because it'll probably be a longer video. I've been really bad about putting timestamps and things lately, and I don't know why that is. I used to be really good at it, at least with the reviews. I didn't do it with unboxings really, but gosh, I've been terrible at it lately, and I think it's just, you know, life has been really hectic. Like, I think I mentioned that in several videos. I don't want to sound like a bummer, but, you know, sometimes life throws stuff at you and you just have to figure it out. So I don't know how easy it is to see, but there's all kinds of hexes on here. This is a really intricate looking board. I'm not sure what all is places you could step and what isn't. And then the back of this is, I mean, there's still a lot of detail, but it's a lot more plain. Oh, there's like little rats on here. Can you see that? Interesting. So that's pretty cool too. This looks like a much more open area, but I don't know. I don't know how it all plays out. So, okay, then we have all kinds of tokens. Lots and lots and lots of tokens. I'm going to zoom down because you don't really need to see the whole sheet at once. Lots of numbers and shields. There's some blood drops down here. I can, oh, dang it, I popped one out already. Here is the non-metal coins as well. I'm not sure what these are down here, but they're interesting looking. This looks like almost like a fireball. I wonder if that's like a spell effect thing to see what you can hit. I'm not sure. That'd be interesting. There's looks like some buildings here. That's kind of cool. Some wall sections, more fire, more of these hourglasses. And, okay, so looks like we have like normal looking dudes. some wood stumps here. These are double-sided. I mean, they are, but there's nothing special. Okay, good. Great. Okay. All right. Boy, I want to do this thing I accidentally punched out. I don't want to like lose things. So here's more dice. Very pretty, red and black ones. I like the red. The black ones are like mostly D12s. There's a couple, or there's there's a couple 6-siders that have the cardinal directions on them. So I wonder if that's to determine like how something moves. I've got a bunch of cubes here, red and yellow and black, which is cool, but none of that I'm just going to look at, so I'm not going to take those out. Some trays. I know it tells you all about how to organize this on that sheet, so I'll be doing that. This is some like things that I think keep track of where you are in the chapter of each game, so that's nice. I don't think I need to open that. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to pull this thing. Oh my god. Okay. All right, so this is going to be our pack of like rule books and stuff. So there's going to be a lot of moving this thing back and forth, and the other boxes probably too, just because that's what I have to do. So let's get in here. So if you're a fan of any adventure games and board gaming, I would love to hear which ones you like. I've got several, and quite a few I still need to play actually. So here is I don't know, it's some kind of a tracking sheet to keep track of your campaign, I guess. I'm assuming that's something. We got the journal. I can't remember where. Okay. Okay, so don't read any of this until you're told to. So I'm not gonna. It says don't even flick through the book, so I'm not gonna do that. We have the storybook, chapters 12 through 21. I'm guessing we shouldn't look at that. There's these pieces of like poster board in between. So the encounter rule book, this we can probably flip through because it is just a rule book. So this is going to tell you how to handle the fights, which I imagine is going to be a lot of like line of sight and who can move where and how you can move and all sorts of things. So that'll be interesting to check out. It's pretty hefty feeling anyway, and there is a lot of text here too. Also, it's appendices. So, let's see. Thank you to all 11,518 backers. So, you're welcome. There's 33 pages, but we're getting towards like frequently asked questions and stuff in the back. So I don't know that you have to read through all of that necessarily. Here's the encounter book. I don't know if we can read through this or not. It says don't read any and don't flick through. Okay, so we're not going to do that. This is the story rule book, which I'm pretty sure we can look through. I imagine handling the story has got to be a lot easier. Oh, let's see. Download the companion app. Oh, I don't know if I even knew there was a companion app. Fantastic. I'm sure I knew at some point and have just forgotten since because there's just a lot. There is a lot, you know? Okay. Well, that looks pretty easy. All right. And then here's our storybook chapters 1 through 11. I'm pretty certain we're not going to look through that. So we'll move that to the side. Okay. I'm just going to pull, this looks like the player boards. So let's take a look at these. These are going to have a lot of art on them. I'm not sure how much I should really mess with the cards, honestly. I feel like maybe that's stuff that I shouldn't touch yet, but I'll peek at them and see if there's anything that looks especially interesting. If there's a lot of art on any of them and it's not telling me to not peek at them, then maybe I'll look at them. Ah, warning, major spoilers. Do not look at the faces of these boards. Dang it, man. Come on. What, is that true of all of them? Because I think, is it just these? Hold on. I'm going to open this. I'm going to try to take a pic here and see what I'm looking at. Because I think I said you can look at the player boards, and I think that's what these are. But it does look like there's two different things. So, yeah. So those are special rules. I don't think that applies to these ones. I think these are your heroes. I think we can look at these. So, although I'm just going to show you the back of this. That won't hurt anything, but that's a really savage looking picture right there. Okay. Oh, we have Ursus Warbear, which already I'm intrigued to try the Warbear. That's cool. And Avi Harbinger, a Huntress. Oh, she's got the eagles. Okay, so that's like her I don't know if pet's is the right word. Companion? Sure. The witch who looks terrified out of her mind, doesn't she? Like she just did something she probably shouldn't have, I guess. Warden. The penitent. Ranger. That's a cool plant person. The cur. The blade. Priest. Exile. And the Grove Maiden. Oh, maybe that's a tree person. I don't know. There's a couple tree people. Which is fine. You can always have more tree people around. That's what I always say. Okay. All right, let me, I'm going to pull this over here. I'm just curious what this tray is. I'm guessing maybe this holds the various tokens, so I don't need to worry about that. What is this? Let's see. Looks like some kind of bag here. No. I mean, yeah, okay. Interesting. I wonder if this is what the cloth bags replace. I imagine that's what it is. These are, yeah, it's kind of cool. They have the black bags, which look very secretive. I don't know if you have to keep things a secret or if they decide to do that for the sake of looking cool. Here we have some cool little yellowish crystals. They kind of remind me of the amber from Everdell. All right. So there's just hordes of cards, and it doesn't look like they're going to have a ton of like interesting art on these ones. There's a few boxes that are sealed that I'm definitely not going to look into. Yeah, I think these are going to be things that we're not supposed to look at. Okay. I think I'm not going to... Just looking at the art... I mean, there's some cool art for the items and whatnot, but it's not, you know, it's not super duper exciting. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of dice. Red, yellow, and black. Those probably match the ones that we pulled out earlier. I'm not sure what this guy is. Okay. That's interesting. Not sure exactly what that's for, but it's a cool little model. It's hefty too. I don't know what it's made out of, but... Okay, and then there's... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Hold on, let me get these out. These are dice, but these are really hefty. Are they... I wonder if they're metal. I think they might be metal. Yeah, you better use a dice tray for that. You don't want to ding up your tables with that. Like glass table would be a disaster. The wood table might get kind of dented. Okay, so I'm not going to touch all of the cards, as cool as they are. I just think that would be kind of too much. So I'm going to blur this away, and we're going to move on to our next box. All right, and we're back. I think I'll go into one of the smaller boxes. This is the Into the Deepwood Armory. So we're going to see what this has in it. I'm going to guess bunches of weapons of some kind, which is interesting because I don't know. Well, let me get in here. Let me see what I've got. This is not a heavy cardboard box, by the way. It's actually, it feels pretty thin. So, you know, not that matters. It's got some support in here. The following pages contain instruction sheets for quick swapping weapons on Oathsworn character miniatures. When swapping weapons, some push-fit components may become loosened. Great. Okay, so these are, in fact, other weapons for the characters, which is very cool, although it makes the idea of painting them more intimidating because you have to paint up everything, really, right? Because you don't want to upgrade and have, like, a gray arm and then, you know, a bunch of other stuff. I don't know if I want to take all these pieces out, to be honest with you, because they're very small. There are places to put them, though, which is great, but I don't... We got a picture of them in the booklet, so I don't think I want to take those out, because that's going to be a potential disaster if I do. So, I'm going to fade this away, and we'll get to the next box. All right, so here we go. This is the terrain box. So, I'm excited to check this out. Cool terrain's always awesome. Can really enhance the way a game looks. Okay. And this is not one of the secret ones. We're allowed to look at this. So, no real spoilers. Well, unless they tell us inside that there are spoilers in there, in which case, you know, we'll deal with that when we get there, but all right. So I can't recall if I said, but I think this is mainly sort of like a boss battling kind of thing with the encounters, which is very intriguing to me. Oh my god. Wowie. Okay. There's like whole houses. Okay, I'm gonna move this to the side and just start pulling stuff out. All right, you ready for some crazy stuff? So we have several of these wall sections, which look incredible. I think they're all the same as each other, so I'm not gonna pull all that out. Okay, so we have pieces of tree here. And, oh, okay, so the very top part is down towards the bottom of the box here. I'm guessing that, oh boy, that's a little hard to get in there. So there will be a little bit, I mean, you just can't really avoid having at least a little bit of a gap. Okay, and then this is the top part. Let's see here. Is that how it goes? No, okay. It looked right, but I'm clearly wrong. But no, that looks right. I'm very confused. Oh, there we go. So there we go. There's that tree. We've got, geez, like 4 of these things. 4 of these big trees. That's amazingly cool. But let me get to the absolute coolest thing in here. We've got 2 of these little cottages. How neat is that? I would have killed for something like this when I was playing Warhammer, because like the houses that you can build there, they look fine when you build them, but man, they're a pain in the butt to put together. And this is just all one big chunk, and I love it. It's got the open window thing, which is cool. You don't have to paint the inside or anything because it's dark enough, so no big deal. But I really like it. There's like, you know, vines and stuff going up the chimney. That's really, oh, the chimney is like blocked off though. What the heck, you guys? Smoke can't get out there. Don't light a fire in that chimney. You're gonna regret it. Okay, that terrain box is pretty damn cool. So this is a secret box, but it says you may open this box. So this might be kind of a surprise thing. So if you don't want to see it, you can go ahead to the mystery chests, assuming that it lets me open those, which we'll see. Maybe I'll open them and it'll say, don't look at this stuff. I'm not really sure. But it makes it sound like this isn't really a spoiler. But if you're waiting on this and you haven't gotten yours yet, maybe you don't want to see what this is yet. But, you know, it says we can open it. So it's apparently not a spoiler, other than for its own contents. Ooh, what is this? Oh, wow. Hold up. This is cool. Hold on. I'm going to put this to the side before I pull it out, before you see it. Wow. This is really cool, guys. Okay. Check out this cool model. It's almost more like a statue, because I mean, it's too big for the game, but wow. That is excellent. That's really cool. Oh, so I really like this. It's just so neat. Well painted too. Very good. Wow, that's neat. So I'm glad I got that. That's cool. All right, so now we're on to Mystery Chest 1. Now, it is totally possible I'll get in there and there'll be a big sheet on the top that says, don't look at any of this. And if so, then I guess this video will be close to over. But let's see. Let's see what it is. Again, if you don't want to see the mystery, everything else is mystery after this point. So again, I'm not going to open anything that says it's a spoiler, but otherwise I'm going to look at stuff. So if you do not want to see that, then it's been awesome having you watch this with me. So that's fantastic. Let me pull the lid off of this and we'll see what it says. I like, by the way, minor thing, I like the Shadowborn Games logo. That's really cool. All right. Not super important, but you know, I just like it. This big knight with like candles on the back really reminds me of like 40K, Warhammer 40K, because some of their characters have like candles and stuff because they're very like religious zealots and stuff. Oh, Jesus, sorry to get off. Come on, there we go. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, I don't think we can open any of this because it's all secret numbered stuff. So I'm not going to open this, and I don't think I'm going to find anything different in Mystery Chest 2. So now you know, though, that this is going to have some special things in here. So, yeah, I mean, Here, I'll pull one of these out to see if it says anything. Not really. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a peek in here off camera, so you don't see anything, and I'm just going to see if there's anything. Okay. Like, I don't think it's a spoiler to say that what these are, it looks like, are the boss monsters you have to go against. So that's what we're going to have. So they don't want you to open them because they want them to be a surprise, which I think is very cool, actually. I really like that, not knowing what the horrible behemoth or whatever it is you're going to be fighting looks like ahead of time. That's pretty neat. So I just took a glance in to see that it was a model. I don't even know what the model really looked like. I just kind of saw that that's what was in there. So that makes sense. And, well, that makes this easy. That is it. That is my unboxing of Oathsworn Into the Deepwood, 2nd edition, the all-in collector's gameplay expansion, or whatever it's called. A lot of words is what it was. But that's it. This is a big, insane game. I'm gonna have to like rent a storage space just to figure out where to put all this stuff. There's really a lot, and wow. But it's amazing. It looks stunning to me, and after everything I've heard, I cannot wait to try to learn this game and play it and get it tried out. I do have some things already in the queue for the videos we're going to work on, but that's okay because of the size of this game, and it is a campaign. We want to get a little into it before we do a review anyway, so it's not, it's not something I'm going to have a review of next week, as great as that would be. I don't have time to do that that quickly. I wish I did, but anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit like and subscribe. Click the little bell icon so you can know about the next time I put out a video. Otherwise, look forward to see you all around the table again at All Games New and Old. Bye. Hey, you made it to the end. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like it, share it, and click this button to subscribe. If you like that one, you might also like this one.
Or this one.
I cannot believe what I did in that one. Holy cow.
I can.
Of course you can. All right. Anyway, we'll see you around the table.
Bye.
Bye.